The formal mental health support, which comes from our small CAMHS team and the NSPCC Letting the Future In service. That's the emotional health and wellbeing team. The CAMHS team is mainly clinical psychologists, but not exclusively. We've also have a nurse from a mental health background. We have had a family therapist in the team. There's a little bit of my time as a psychiatrist. So we are a multidisciplinary team. It's quite important in the Lighthouse not to sort of separate kind of formal sort of mental health interventions from the elements that everyone provides. So if you think about our team, which includes all the physical health team with paediatricians and the sexual health nurse and play specialists, as well as our advocates, I think a lot of what they do is about mental health support. And that's important because I think one way to understand the people that the young people that we see, the kind of client group, is that some have established mental health diagnoses. They're well known to CAMHS teams, extra child and adolescent mental health services outside of the Lighthouse, but not all of them. So many of them have very difficult and troubling predicaments rather than specific mental health diagnoses. Quite a lot of the young people have histories of adversity of one sort or another going back many years. A lot of the disclosures are historical disclosures, and the sexual abuse is highly significant and important and what gets them to the Lighthouse, but actually it's only part of the story of what they've experienced. Some of the key things we have to do involve engaging young people, engaging them in some thinking about their circumstances and the kind of help that they want. And that's not always formal mental health support. That's often the kind of support that advocates and others might offer, getting them back into school, getting them back into peer relationships. But sometimes the young people do have quite specific mental health problems. They might have post-traumatic symptoms, they might be quite depressed, they might be anxious, and then I think we can, in those circumstances, mobilise our kind of CAMHS resources to provide some symptom-based treatment packages for young people, but that's the exception rather than the rule. I think a lot of what we're doing, all of us are doing in the team, is getting alongside young people and thinking about what they want, what they're able to make use of, thinking about their family context, because not only do we know that whether you're believed by a parent or carer is really critical to your recovery, but also just how much a parent kind of understands and is sensitive to how you're feeling given what's happened to you, and how well a parent can support a young person's journey through the Lighthouse.